Women often struggle to fully enjoy lovemaking. You're probably not getting exactly what you want, and you're probably getting some of the things that you really don't like. And maybe you've experimented and tried different things, but you may still have this feeling like something is missing, like you're meant to feel something more than you are feeling so far. So that is what I want to talk about in this video. I want to share with you tips how you can open up more and experience whether that's your first orgasm or a deeper orgasm. How to have the sensation of your heart just opening up to welcome your partner, to welcome the whole world and dissolve into oneness with the whole universe. So my love, my name is Magda Kay. I am an intimacy expert and the founder of the School of Intimacy. And welcome to this channel where I share all the tips, insights, and techniques to help you enjoy the most amazing, spectacular, and epic intimate life. So now, let's talk about today's topic, which is how to feel more in lovemaking. What I personally find really incredible about the female body is that there's no limit to how much we can feel. There's no limit to how much love you can feel in your heart, or even sadness and anger. There's no limit to how much passion and vision you can have for your life. And there is no limit to how much pleasure you can experience too. The feminine energy, it's about flow and movement. And the most frustrating thing for the feminine is feeling stuck, like when you cannot move. And this is how many women feel during sex. It's like something is building up. There is all of these sensations, something is awakening in your body, but it just cannot move all the way. It's like you're uncovering something, but you cannot go all the way, all to the depth of your body and sensations. And that feeling can actually be extremely frustrating for a woman because you know that more is possible, you're just unable to reach that. And it's because women are literally designed to go so deep that mediocre sex just isn't enough for us. We will never feel satisfied if sex is just okay. It needs to blow our mind. Like you need to feel every cell of your body vibrating during lovemaking. You need to feel like your consciousness is expanded, like you're traveling to a new realm. Because this is how the feminine body naturally responds. You are an ecstatic being, and lovemaking needs to be the process that gets you back to that natural state. So I want to share with you 4 ways how you can open up more, feel more, and allow yourself those states. Now, what I'll be sharing about really comes down to the fact that on one hand, female sexuality has been suppressed for generations, which means that we don't actually understand the full potential of the female body, of the female orgasm and female energy. And that as women, we just don't even know what's possible. We don't really know our bodies enough. And on the other hand is that men have not received this education either. So even though they may be trying their best, they usually don't have enough understanding and tools to open you to that ecstasy. So now let me take you through the tips that will help you open up. The first one is you have to know yourself. So, because we live in times that it's not really still kind of okay for a woman to say that she wants sex or that she likes that. So for years, we've been outsourcing that to our partners. So we're more in a passive state. We're expecting him to just do things to us, to kind of tell us what will feel good. And men also think that that's how it should work. Like men don't ask, do you like this? Do you want that? Because they think that they should know. So it's an like unspoken agreement that is actually really bad for our sex life because it limits the experience. Now, what I also don't want you to do, which is another thing that a lot of women do, is just receive all of the strokes and touch and caressing from your partner and simply try to figure out what you like in response to what you're receiving. Because remember, men are not actually trained in working with your body the right way. So they will never be able to show you enough. So your pleasure goes beyond what you've experienced so far. And for you to learn about it, to know yourself, you have to be proactive and go out there and search for what it is. So how do you figure out what kind of food you like or what kind of sports you like? By trying them out. So the same is true here. I want you to take about 30 minutes of uninterrupted time and just play with yourself. Take feathers, different fabrics, use your fingers, and just play with your body and explore different pressure, different speed, different types of strokes. You know, when you're not aroused and when you're aroused. And something that's very important is that I want you to try to let go of the idea of what should feel good and what looks sexy and exciting, because we very often start copying like positions and sounds that we see in porn or romantic comedies, thinking that that is how a woman experiences pleasure, but it's not actually the case, and I'll speak about it more a little later in that video. But for now, I just want you to approach it with curiosity. So if there is an idea in your mind that maybe let's try this, and it feels almost inappropriate in the situation, and you're thinking like, well, that cannot be sexy, go for it. If you had an idea, it means that your body wants to try it. So again, this is the first one. You have to be proactive about learning how your body reacts and what you truly want. The second point, and that is also very important, is do not rush. So this is something that happens quite often, right? You're with your partner, he's doing something, and then he's asking you, you like it? You like it? And in this moment, you're like, I don't know, but you're probably saying, oh yeah, I like it. The thing is that when there's all of those sensations, right? When so much is happening, it's so easy for us to feel overwhelmed and not actually be able to say if what I'm feeling truly feels good or not. All you can say is that you're feeling a lot. Now, this is because we're overstimulated, and in this moment, it is hard to distinguish what is actually happening. What is this experience? So a way for us to truly learn about what we like, but also increase the sensitivity to pleasure, is by actually slowing down and taking a moment to truly check in with your body. Do I like it? So next time he asks you, you can literally hold him so he doesn't move. You can even tell him, wait, close your eyes, go within, take like 10-20 seconds of no movement, and actually give yourself a chance to see if you do like it or not. You may discover that yes, you like it, but there is a little part of it that doesn't feel good. So through this, you get to adjust the experience so it truly is amazing. Now, of course, if you're playing with yourself, no problem, take pauses, as many as you want. But remember, we too often rush because we're chasing an orgasm. Don't. Take pauses, don't rush. It's a very important thing to do to get feedback from your body. The third thing that it's really important for women to consider is to respect our boundaries. Now, as women, we are people's pleasers. And look, it's not all bad. We care about people. We want everyone to be fine. That's actually beautiful. But we have to be very careful when, being considerate about our partner and, not wanting to hurt his feelings, comes at the expense of us. So if you start, saying yes to things that don't feel good and just go with it so you don't upset your partner, you're actually doing something that's very serious to your body. So every single time you do this, right, every single time you override your body, you're telling yourself that what you feel doesn't matter. And if your body receives this message often enough, doesn't matter what I feel, doesn't matter what I want, well then guess what? It will literally start shutting down. It will stop communicating with you, which means you will stop feeling the deeper pleasure. So for your body to open up more and to show you more, you have to listen to it and respect it. And the last one, my love, be too much. So as women, we have all this fear really deeply ingrained in us. Don't be too much. Don't be too loud. Don't speak too much. Don't be too emotional, because we keep hearing that we are too much. And so what happens? We start blocking our natural expression, and we try to fit these expectations from the society, keeping our voice a bit down. We want to say something, but we're not gonna say it. Maybe during lovemaking, you want to scream and roar, but that's not really appropriate. So again, you keep it all in. So it's a very important step. It's an essential step for you to start letting go of all of this and just being wild. Be too much. So if that means that during lovemaking you want to scream, you scream. You want to talk, you talk. You want to cry, you cry. If you want to just stand up and start dancing, you do that. Because ecstasy is an uncontrolled state. It's almost like messy, you know. You don't know what's going to happen. You let the energy take over your body. These are those really deep states, and literally the definition of those states is that you're not in control. So you have to practice letting that go and accepting yourself in all of these expressions. And this is when I'm going back to what I said before. There's a certain idea of how we should look and sound and move during lovemaking. We think that if we make this, that type of moaning, that type of sound, that it's going to help us feel pleasure. But it's not necessarily the case. It may work, but you may realize that sounding really weird actually works so much better. So we have to invite that into the bedroom. Be too much. Let it all go. Let it all loose. So inside the School of Intimacy, which is our membership platform, we have a lot of courses that will support you on your way of opening up more to sensations. And whether you are a woman who's trying to experience your first orgasm, or you want to be multi-orgasmic, we have incredible content, insights, and techniques for you to get there. So there is my flagship course for women, Sexual Awakening, which is literally like the sex education that we all should have received. For example, I'm talking about 11 different types of a female orgasm, because yes, there's so many different orgasms that a woman can have. Now you're also going to find another one of my favorite courses, which guides you, demonstrates step by step a process of dropping deep into your anger, but then transmuting this energy into orgasmic state. This is literally what I'm talking about with being too much. You're becoming too much of your emotions, and on the other side of this, there is a full body ecstasy. We also have courses that help you understand your needs and your boundaries and to communicate them. Because like we said, you have to honor the boundaries of your body. Plus, there is much, much more inside of the school that will help you become the most orgasmic and deep woman, so that you can actually tap into that depth, into that center. Like I said at the beginning, the feminine wants to move, and when you learn to liberate her, that's when you will fully experience what ecstasy is and how available it actually is to you in your daily life. So if you're not yet a member of the School of Intimacy, I would love to see you inside. Go to www.magdak.com/school. There's also the link in the description of this video, so go ahead and check it out. And if it feels aligned, you can join us. We have different types of memberships to help you choose the best option for yourself. And my love, I hope that you found value in this video, and if you did, please share it with your girlfriends, give it a like, and if you would like more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel for more. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye!